verses were anyway. What's it called? What I can do is I can do what I'm doing exactly now and see whether I can get some subscribers in and some watch hours in also. Likes and shares. Shares, yeah, likes. Don't make no difference to me really. I'm just sat off chilling. I'm doing this live and going on. So we'll see what's actually I go on. Once the algorithm takes a while to kick in with only having 70 subscribers as opposed to 1700 what I had on the old channel. But hey, well, we start again, we go again. Yeah, so I'm just here now with Burger King. Just in Burger King, chilling, like everything, as you do. You know, let's just see if there's many people awake at this time. There should well be. And I'll kick off with the usual. God, this watch needs another link take. I lost that much weight, but because it's healthy weight I'm losing. As you can see, I'm no longer a fat swine. I've swam it all off. Literally swam it all off. I'm careful of what I've been eating. Basically, I've been living off sandwiches and salads and stir fries for the past 6 months, I'd say. You know, I feel so much better for it. And I want a thing called, I don't know if I'm allowed to mention it, but something that boosts your testosterone, gives you higher energy levels, because I've got a new 9 to me. So now was in, I'm Mark, as you know, and 12. So for 45 November. Everything's going phone to the so I'm gonna have it looked at tomorrow and see how we get on. Yeah, so I was an addict for 14 years. I've been clean now since 2017. I don't know what month, but my daughter was born on Halloween, 28th August of 2017. And it was vaccine using, so it wasn't named. And then, mate, how are you? I can't. Good name. Good name. I always like checking people. Can they check active? It's running a bit low, but no more. I'm turn the volume down a little bit. I always do this guy, mate. It's nothing against you. I just get a lot of trolls just with the nature of the topic. The channel. They are trolls. So all me channel activity for some reason. Not necessary really, but I just often the trolling for a reason. You know, it's a wrong reason, but it is what a reason. You know, it's a wrong reason, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I'm Mark, and I'm an ex-addict. It's living proof that you can beat addiction or alcoholism, whichever way you are. if that's what you are. If you're mentally unwell, there's a way of beating that as well. Get in contact with the first response team, who will then link you up with the crisis team. Now, I can't give you medical advice. I can only give you my personal experience advice, okay? So, I've just been discharged from the crisis team. I'm doing really well at the moment, mental health-wise. Really well. You know, I was in a bad place for quite a while. I got it addressed, all over a bereavement, which is serious. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, just over a bereavement. It was a big thing happened in my life, and I've been waiting for this bereavement counselling for 4 years. It didn't sink in for a couple, then it hit me hard. So I started the bereavement counselling, which I've been waiting for a long time, because I didn't go private. It was too expensive to get what, and I could have gone a dozen, half a dozen, 10, a dozen, but 50 odd quid a chuck, £60 an hour, £57 an hour, but I decided to wait for the state to pay for it. It's just the same people doing the same thing. It's helped me massively. I mean, it won't bring a certain loved one back, of course not, but what it can do for me is help me moving forward and hopefully have some sort of normalised life. I'm gutted really, because, you know, I've been with some, I wouldn't say bad birds, but you meet the fucking apple of your eye, and just such is my fucking luck, it gets swept from under fucking beneath me, and I'm devastated. But I've just got to learn to live with it and get over it, and I'll never get over it, but I've just got to learn how to deal with it and live with it. Now, anybody that has lost a loved one and doesn't believe in therapy or counselling, neither did I, but it helps. It really does help. Like I said, it can't bring your loved one back. It's impossible, obviously. We all know that. But what it can do, it can help. It can help you coping mechanisms. God, I've done more fucking homework from them people that I see a man and a woman. My sister teaches psychology. It's no good because she's emotionally attached to me. Oh yeah, what? Saltpeter. Oh yeah, what? It does work. I was always a doubter. Trust me, bereavement therapy works. Drug therapy worked for me as well. But you've got to be in that state of mind where you want to deal with that issue. If you don't want to deal with it, it's just pointless going forward with it. You know, I was abused in care as a child, and I got a package, 56 grand package, half of it cash and half of it was private therapy. But it expired within 5 years of therapy. I didn't read, my solicitor should have pointed that out. But it's older than 6 years now, so all the documents have been scrapped. As soon as I signed for that money, and that comprehensive care package it was called, as soon as I signed for that, and I went to use that for this bereavement counselling, because I could have gone to the Priory or anywhere. It was like, 56 grand, so what's that, 26 and a half worth of private therapy. I don't think it's any better, but it must be that much better. I've never experienced it, so it must be. So I was going to use it for that. So I'm all not happy, but I'm all thinking, right, today's the day. I'm going to start trying to put the past behind me. I want to get this bereavement therapy done, see what it can do for me. It ran out. It had a 5-year expiry date. It was granted in 2014. I could have fucking died. I was gutted. So that was a couple of years ago. But then I asked my mental health worker, my CPN, social worker, I asked them for advice. And they said, yeah, we can get you on the bereavement counselling list and step forward psychology. Anyway, it took me about 12 months. I've been doing it for 12 months. And they said, it seems to me as though you don't need any more. If you do, you know where we are. So they told me to stay away from YouTube. They said it'll ignite it again, but I'm not doing that. No way. I want to, I want to take this channel all around Europe, like I said. Just on cheap flights to Paris and Milan, and I just got back from Milan not long ago. 24th of February. Yeah, a few couple, time flies. 24th of Feb, I got back from Milan. It was a lovely place. Fucking freezing, because it's in the Alps. I went to Bergamo, which is 48 miles east of Milan, of central Milan. And it happened on accident, because they asked a woman at Manchester Airport, I said, right, I want to go to Milan. I want to purchase a ticket now, just a single, because I don't know when I'm coming back. Oh, you can't do it. I said, yeah, you can. So it was £53 for the flight out there. You couldn't even get to London for that. How they do it, I'll never know. But Ryanair, pay peanuts, get monkeys, don't you? And it was terrible. It was fucking turbulence. I shit myself. First time on a plane in years. I was on my own as well. I won't tell you what happened over there, but something happened. Nothing bad, but, just my head again. But I've always been told to... I was born in Hawaii. Hawaii, what a lovely place. The place of... joined 4 months ago with 2 subscribers. I don't think you live in Hawaii, mate, but you spelt it right, so maybe you do. Hawaii in America, I guess you're gathering. I guess you're saying, what a place. But I think Baywatch was filmed there. I'm sure it was. Baywatch. That with Pamela Anderson and used to patrol the beach in Australia. Well, not in Hawaii. It was filmed in Hawaii. When Pamela Anderson was in a pomp in a red bikini. Never done anything for me like, but whatever floats your boat, eh? So yeah, anybody had a death in the family, anybody suffering, reach out for bereavement counselling, guys. It does help. I mean, it might not help you the way it's helped me, but it really, really, really has helped me. I mean, I still suffer on a daily basis, and I still go to the off-licence and impulsive buy 4 cans of lager like I done today, quite early as well. I mean, as you can see clearly, I'm not drunk. I'm drinking coffee. But, yeah, so enough on that one anyway, because it's just it upsets me every time I speak about it. But they say, speak about your problems, speak about them, don't hold them in, speak about them. So that's what I do, but I should speak to my sister and my mum and my brother and whoever else. Obviously I can't trust Rebecca, because she just tells a web full of fucking lies, that one. She's exposed you, Annie, to me, and no doubt she's exposed me to you. There's nothing to expose from each side, so she's just trying to cause trouble and trying to get me under lock and key. But she'll never do that. She did at one point, and I'll always, even though we've not got our baby, I'll always love the girl. Don't get me wrong. As the father of my 2 children, when we fall out, oh yeah, only Lottie's yours, blah blah. Well, only Lottie won't be mine when fucking she gets 120 grand when she's 18. And I tell Lottie, look, unless my baby's mum can get my non-biological daughter on this trust fund with a birth certificate, then she can't, legally it's not hers. But what I will say to Lottie is, look, she's your sister, you need to give her half of it. And I'm sure she will, but that's 10 years to come yet. It's a long time. It took me and my family a lot of payments and a lot of effort. It's in a stocks and shares ISA. Junior ISA. I've just put it to adventurous now. why the world's upside down, took a big risk. You don't lose much. It goes up a couple of grand, down a couple of grand, a few hundred here, there, and everywhere, But I'm more than confident. It's moneybox.com. Anybody that wants to have a look at it for your kids, it's a really good way. I mean, you can have a saver, just where you just save, and you get whatever interest, or you can go into a stocks and shares junior ISA. Well, they're all JISAs they call them, junior ISAs. You can only put £9,000 a year in them. That's the maximum allowance. And I think twice, the first couple of years, we fell short when I was paying it myself. But you can send a link out. So I sent one to my mum, my brother, my two sisters, and one of my aunts and one of my uncles. And there's 7 of us paying in it, which is why it's gone up so drastically. It's gone up a hell of a lot. Excuse the noise in the background, guys, but better than no noise, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm just chilling at the minute, having a few coffees. 20 to 2, so I've missed the last bus home. I'm going to do an hour on here, and then jump in an Uber. An Uber, yeah. Like I said, I live in Weybridge now. I don't live in I've lived in Walton, full circle really. I got out of prison in 2015, 15th of March 2015. I had to go to Stafford House, which is like a personality disorder unit, for 3 months, which was mandatory for my licence. And then I had to go to semi-independent, which is called like a CAS 3. Now they've got to house you from there, but then it was different. You had to house yourself. So I got in the November, I got that place. That would have been November of 2016. That would have been. And then I met my baby's mother, Rebecca. I won't say her surname on here, but her name's Rebecca. She's a good girl at heart, but she just got a lot of bad traits about her, which I only found out a lot afterwards, because she was a bit gullible, you know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is, guys, and anybody that's going through a tough time, you don't need to pay for it yourself. Just go through the system. It's a lengthy wait, bereavement counselling. It is a real good thing, guys. It really is. Well, it's not a good thing if you've got to go ahead and do it, but if you're going to do anything, that's the way to go. It's not going to bring anybody back, as I just said, but in fact, I'm going to tell you a tale, guys, because I know people are listening. I've just come back from a certain seaside town cemetery. That's why I'm up at 22. I was going to leave had a card written out from Mark, but I didn't want to put anything on that gravestone without the mother's or sister's or brother's even permission, because I thought it would have been disrespectful. So I just did the usual hour and a half, 2 hours. In fact, it was a bit less than that, actually. It was less than an hour, because it was quite cold, and didn't put my Moncler or Canada Goose jacket on. No, sorry, Moncler Gillet, whatever they call it, like a fucking body warmer thing. And I got a lovely Canada Goose thing last week. I should have put that on. I should have known. But I thought it was quite mild. Get there, it's fucking freezing. But I went through the cold for it. I didn't leave anything. I said I was going to, but I never did, because why? Then it's going to get ripped up, or flowers taken. They're going to get, I do leave flowers there sometimes, but often I don't. I think of the family first, because they don't want me going there. I know that, but I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop. I feel I've got a right to go there. I really do. So anyway, enough of that now. Yeah, so back to the start then. 26 years of age, goes into Walton Prison. Gets put onto H-room. Unbeknown to me. You know, I'd only done YO since then. That was the first time in the cons. I didn't know what a nonce was, I didn't know what all the rest of it was, because you don't get all that in the YOs. You know, so done juvies, YOs, cons, care homes, mental health units. I've done them all. So I'm well versed to speak on it. But why can't I not speak on it if I've been through it and I've lived a life? I'm not reading from a textbook like a doctor does. Far from that. I've lived it. I've lived it. You know, I wasn't even on drugs at the time. This wasn't an accident. See, I class it as an incident. No, I beg your pardon, sorry. I class it as an accident on her part. You know, my sister didn't want her to come to mine that night. It was all over the place in the back of the car. She really didn't want her to come, but I bet her, please move, come, you're embarrassing me. Because she was so beautiful, absolutely stunning, but gorgeous inside as well, which is a big thing for me in a woman. You've got to have a good, heartwarming, you know, a spoiled or rotten. A spoiled or rotten, as the family know. I said to one of the sisters before, who I know it's her, I said to one of the sisters, I've got a trainers at my mum's. They're brand new, obviously. I'd only been with her 6 weeks. I bought them probably 2 weeks before she passed. One sister's wearing, I'm told, a 110s, which I've got no problem with. I know one sister's got a chain and cross, again, I've got no problem with. But I would love to give the 270s, even though I wanted to keep them, because that's all I've got left. I wanted to keep them, but me being me, unselfish me, I wanted to offer them. But if they're not going to be taken up when we offer, they'll come to my grave with me. That's for sure. Yeah, it's been an emotional night tonight for me. Very emotional. Very. Like, very emotional. It's like, wow. You know, I've got a fear of people turning up. I mean, I was with a good kid, but nonetheless, there's only 2 of us. And it's a ball ache to get to be fair. You've got to do a bit of foot patrol. Even in it, he's got a Toyota Hilux, my mate. He said, Mark, I'm not going on there, even in this. No way. I said, no, I don't expect you to. I said, I don't expect you to at all. I said, I'll go myself. Just drop us here, and I'll fly down. I'll be as quick as possible. So I said I'll be an hour because I'm cold. I said, I'm going to go tracksuit jackets on. So I went, like I said I was going to. And I get solace and comfort from that, you know. So anybody that's lost a loved one, make sure you visit the graveside often. Put flowers down, say your prayers, you know, show them respect even though you know they're gone. The soul's still about, the soul's still living, and we're still a believer of that. I'm not a biblical person as such, but I've since turned to Christianity, and I go to church on a Wednesday and a Sunday opposite St Anne Street Police Station in Liverpool. It's a good church, good pastor, doesn't water down the word. But this is not a biblical channel, so don't think I'm throwing it down your necks, because I'm not. But yeah, I think I'm going to cut this one short. At 2 o'clock, I'm going to cut it short. So it'll be like a 45-minute live. Because do you know what? I'm just not feeling it at the minute, to be fair. Every time I come back from where I've just been, it's It's heart-wrenching. And I just can't concentrate. I shouldn't have even come on, to be honest with you. And I've not come on to rub it in anybody's face before you all start fucking blabbering on. In fact, I'm talking to myself here. But I'm sure there's people watching behind the watch live button, plenty. And they're still views. So, I just, I've accepted it. Today I said, tonight I said, look, I said, I'm never going to be accepted. I wish you could come back to change it. But as we know, that's just wishful thinking, isn't it, from my part? Stupidly, really. Because I've never lost a loved one before. My nan, but like, that was a long, long time ago. I was very young. And since being an adult, it's the first person I've lost who I've loved. Family or no family. You know. Since finding out she's got 5 children as well. I know they're not short of money, but I wish they'd let me treat them towards the funeral costs, even all these years later. Or treat the children, you know. Not that I'm guilty of anything, but just as a gesture of goodwill. That's all. That's if she has got 5 children. That's come from Rebecca. You who are watching will know who Rebecca is. But listen, I'm going to go shortly. Like I said, 15 minutes. Whether 100 people coming, I'm still leaving, going at 2 o'clock. It's as simple as that. It's 1:45 now. And yeah, I'm surprised. Look how red my eyes are. I'm saying that they've cleared up a bit now, but yeah. So I thought I'd have some Americans on and Australians on. Any of you out there, guys? It's your time limit. Your time zone. Silly o'clock in the morning like this. I take it Annie just got an alarm bell ringing. Mark's on. I pop in, see what he's saying. Hoffman's. No problem, love. No problem. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable. I'm happy with that. Just for you. And your mother. Don't forget your mother. Right. Cuts me and my pregnant girlfriend when I wasn't in the position I'm in now, financially and emotionally, and drug-free. She's done a lot for us, and you know she did a hell of a lot. Cooked us Sunday lunch twice, 2 years on the spin. Gave us money for electric, gas. When I should have been providing for my pregnant girlfriend. You know, so I owe that woman a lot. I owe her a lot. Yeah. So, looks like there's going to be no viewers on tonight, guys. There's people will be viewing, people will be behind the watch live camera. But I've only got 70 subscribers. So, I've no longer got... I could put my other SIM in tomorrow. If it had 2 SIM ports, this phone, I'd put it in. But I don't know how to activate an eSIM, turn it into an eSIM. I'm told you can't do it with a pay-as-you-go. This is contract, but my other one's pay-as-you-go. And I fucking set it up with that and didn't put a backup number or a backup email like you have with these. This one on my boxing channel as well. So, I need to get the SIM, once I've got the SIM. If I took this one out, inserted it in, got my one-time passcode, put it in, bingo, I'm back on 1700 subs. But I don't want to do that just yet because I want to see if I get trolled on here first. And if I get trolled on here, yeah, nasty messages, which I don't need after I've just been semi-cured, if you like, by 12 months of therapy. Once a fortnight for 12 months. Doesn't seem a lot, but the 3-hour sessions, sometimes you're itching to get out because you're that upset. And halfway through I stopped getting upset, which told me it was working, because it was in bits. I couldn't say fuck all. I was just like, you got to go back to the ground roots of it, and you want to know everything. And it was hard work. But I had my last session. When was it? Last week. And she said, Mark, I'm so proud of you. Everything you've disclosed to me, obviously it's data protection, you can't release anything. Everything you've disclosed to me, you're like a different person from when I first met you. And I hope that gives you something to cling on to, which, to be honest with you, it fucking won't. Nothing will. Nothing. Fucking Danielle was a fucking, not a scuzzer, good girl, but into her cocaine. The Baxter, into her drugs. This one wasn't into her drugs. She was gorgeous, inside and out. And what did I do? Go and lose it. Just my fucking luck. I've lost 2 other girlfriends who I wasn't with, like, for well over a decade. Otherwise I'd look like some fucking serial killer or something, But Stacey from Warrington died of alcoholism. That was like, I found out, was it 10, 12 years after? I was with her in 2010, found out a couple of years ago, hadn't seen her since. And then Catherine, who got tattooed on my back. I was with her for 6 years. She had an aneurysm in her neck or something, which burst in her sleep. So, fucking hell. And I always thought Bex was going to be the last one. I think I'm still an next to kin. I need to change that. I always thought she was like a jinx type thing. Fucking horrible, Horrible. This one was different because even though we wasn't together that long, we clicked. And I'm not saying I loved her more than any of the other two, because I probably didn't. It wasn't as strong, because it was like fresh love. Honeymoon period, if that's what you want to call it. But what a fucking girl, mate. What a girl. Lovely headstone as well, by the way, guys. Done a, as you fellas do, you've done a proud there. I just wish you'd accept something from me financially. I know you don't need it. Far from need it, but I'd love to help. I would love to help. Maybe one day. Do you know what, as well? My brother's gay, yeah? And you'll remember this, because you're watching. My brother was with a traveller called Peter McDonough. He died on Hatherley Way on the East Lancashire Road in a light blue transit van. He smashed into Old Willie in a Ford Maverick, or a big fucking lump of a 4-wheel drive, coming back from Canal Street in Manchester. I had an argument with my brother. Fucking wrapped his van up going round Hatherley Way on the Lancs and died. And he got accepted. He had money in Peter's bank, and the sisters gave it to him, my brother. He got horse and carriage for him. The brothers, they kept it away from the brothers, but the sisters accepted my brother. And he was gay. At first he was trying to say, there was 2 in a van and 1 ran off. No, he was all alone. But why can he be accepted? I often go to him for help and assistance. Why? He can't give me an answer as to why they still speak to him. And, he can be at the graveside and they can be there. And there's no friction or anything, they get on. Especially with his sisters, he gets on with his sisters a lot. He's got about 5 sisters. He had 5 sisters, Peter. I've only met him a few times. He was a tree surgeon as well. I used to do a bit of work with him. But he started working alone. He didn't even have a workman, he used to do it all himself. But God bless him. That's fucking over 10 years ago now as well. I've no luck, no fucking luck whatsoever. And they say you make your own luck in life. Well, I thought I'd made it by getting off drugs and meeting somebody new, somebody that knew wasn't going to take advantage of me or accept me fucking manners as a weakness, which he never did. You know, even a mum paid for us to stay in a hotel in a certain seaside town near where I'm at now. And yeah, so it is what it is, guys. I'm going to get going in a minute. It's been an emotional night, draining night for me. I only go once or twice a month, but when I do go, fucking hell, it knocks me sideways. It really does. It really does. What can you do though, guys, eh? What can you do? Absolutely fuck all and plenty of it. I'm not about you, I'm not about me. And I'm going to drop the subject right now because I don't want to ignite upset for the family. I just wish they'd accept me for who I am and who I've changed into, even though I was nothing to do with it anyway. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I've paid a big price for it. Big price. But do you know what? I would have rather it been with me than anybody else, apart from my family, of course. But I would have rather it been with me than another man. Even though it's torn me apart and I'll never, ever, ever get over it, ever. I still. I'm not saying I'm glad it happened, I'm saying I'd rather it have been with me than another man. But yeah, leave that now, guys. Some fucking fit birds, and some of them look at me. And I'm just not interested. It's ruined me. It's ruined me like me Danielle. I just couldn't fall in love with her properly. It was more convenient. It was more a fling after 2.5, 3 years. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Am I ever going to be able to fall in love again? I ask myself. Am I ever going to be able to get over what happened? I don't think so. But only time will tell. Loads of fit birds in here now. Loads of them. Fucking gorgeous. You know, and some of them look at you. And normally I'd be over talking to them and flirting with them and whatever, but not tonight, of all nights, but other nights I'd be fucking all over them. Normally, my old self, but I don't think I'm ever going to get back to my old self, to be fair, guys, in that way. I'm just going to stay single, I think, now. You know, stay single. It's the best way, I think. For now, anyway. I'm 44, you know. How old was it then? 38, 39. 39, yeah. And I've just not had the same get up and go since, in a lot of different departments, not just in a relationship, you know. On different fronts. My mental health went fucked. Everything went just kaput. But I'm just doing my best to trot on and move on. And this is a way of therapy for me. You know, like I said to the family, don't watch the channel if it's going to ignite something for you. Because I'm not selfish. I'm not trying to rub it in anybody's face. I'm just saying, You know, you know what she thought of me, and I know you know what I thought of her, and I'm going to underline it now. I'm going to get going in a minute. I don't want to leave on a bad note. So any of you suffering from depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, bulimia, eating disorders, anything like that, you can beat it. You can get over it. I can't give you medical advice, obviously. You can clearly see I'm not a doctor. But just do your best. Only thing in the world that beats to try it, and that's failure. That's failure. And, you know, you either prevail or fail. And these days I prevail in a lot of things I do. Not that I do much, but whatever I do, I prevail. I prevailed against drugs. I prevailed against my mental health. That's improved massively. But time going to taxi home now. It's 12 o'clock. I'm not even going to record this one. I'm going to let this one fly by. I'm not going to record this live stream. I'm not going to fuck if it's got 1 million views. I'm not going to record it just because of what I've spoken about. But yeah, I'm going to jump in a taxi now and go home. And yeah, jump in a taxi and go home, eh? My sister always says to me, she says, Mark, when you go, come stay at mine for the night. I don't like to, I don't like other people seeing me upset, and it affects me for days after. Sometimes I question, should I carry on going, should I just stop? But no, I don't want to stop, and I'm never going to stop. But again, that's not a dig at the family, that's just my feelings. You know, and deep down, you know. So, if I don't get trolled in the next 6 to 8 weeks on here, I'm just going to jump on the other channel. I know the trolling has ended, because I've heard something of Rebecca that the finger is being pointed elsewhere now. You know, I'm not going into it, I can, but I'm not going into it too much. Just I know a lot. So be careful what you tell Rebecca, Annie. Be careful what you tell her, love. Careful what you tell her. How the fuck would I know Murray's got a 110s? How would I know that girl? Come on, you wouldn't, would I? Your mum won't let none of you go out, or at least Murray anyway, go out anywhere these days. One thing before I go, what hurts me the most, above everything, I promised her mum she would be safe with me, and I would take her, and she'll be back as early as possible the following day. And that's what hurts me the most. Right guys, I'm going to get going. Just take care, and like I said, I'm not going to record this. I'm just going to let it fly by. I need to know where to buy a couple of white doves from, or a white dove. I want to let a white dove off. I don't know where you can buy them from, I haven't got a clue. I have to start looking online and see for next time. And if you've got any problems about me going and you don't want me to continue, just let me know, guys. I know you're listening. Just let me know, and I will stop. I'll stop for you and just hang on to everything that's happened before. Okay, you take care, guys. Good night.